So, Slimebag, let me ask you, how many women do you think you've been with?
How come you're only asking me about women?
Oh, okay. How many women or men have you been with?
To the Top is brought to you by our friends, the Realty Medics. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing in properties, allow the Realty Medics to be your stockbroker for real estate. Check them out at therealtymedics.com.
Hello and welcome to another edition of To the Top. I'm your host, Carlos Alberto Navarro. To the Top is a show that makes you think, makes you laugh, whatever it may be. And today's show is a great one for many reasons. We like to talk to people of all different types, all different successes, all different achievements in life, if you will. And then we like to talk to other people that just live a different kind of life, off the beaten path, if you will. And there is a gentleman who makes frequent guests on my morning show, The Monsters in the Morning, Real Radio 104.1, Monday through Friday. His name is Slimebag Sammy, and he, by what I've heard him say, has lived quite the crazy life. Now, we only get to hear from him from time to time on the Monster Show, but I thought I'd get a little bit more in depth with him. I was able to get a hold of him, and ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Slimebag Sammy.
Hey, Carlos, it's good to see you on this Zoom thing. I never used Zoom before, but I think it's pretty awesome. And I'm here at my mom's house because I don't have dial-up. I actually don't got internets at all. But I'm seeing this as a big way to be able to see boobs and ass from far, far away. Thank you for introducing me to this technologies.
Boom, right off the bat. Right off the bat, Slimebag. I am not here to judge. I find you very funny and crazy and wild. But let's just start off with, how did you get the name Slimebag Sammy?
Well, I don't ever remember not having Slimebag as my name because my mama called me Slimebag, my Uncle Tony calls me Slimebag, all the ladies, woo, they call me Slimebag. But it's more endearing because I feel like I'm a good-natured individual, but I will get down and dirty in a bedroom, under the boardwalk in Daytona. I'll do it at a campground. I'll do it in cars. I even did it at a dollar theater once. We were watching The Day After Tomorrow and it got boring, so I decided just to bang right there. So I guess, I don't know, Slimebag sticks with me pretty well. I ain't offended by it. I hope you aren't.
No, Slimebag. I'm not offended, and I think it fits you quite well. Slimebag, why have you chosen to live a life of debauchery, of sex, of drugs?
Well, first and foremost, I think that I just am a man who likes to party. I moved to this part of Daytona Beach because it had an awesome frisbee golf course. And I was looking into getting into the tie-dye t-shirt business, which is very lucrative. It was, at least in the early 2000s. Now I'm shifting over to motorcycle shirts, which are shirts basically that say, if you can read this, the bitch fell off. I'm getting out of Confederate flag shirts because Black Lives Matter, and they weren't selling anyway.
So you're in the t-shirt business. Okay.
Well, no, not exactly. I am actually a gigolo.
Slimebag, you're a gigolo?
You heard me correct. Ladies love me, especially of the older variety. I have been banging old ladies, and I like to call them old ladies that have been marinated with life for a long time. So I don't care what age you are. I don't care what race, religion, creed. We bangin'. Because that's the Daytona way. And if you are a lady that's listening to this podcast and you ain't bang good for a while, you ain't never been banged till Slimebag gets a hold of you and does it to you the Daytona way. I unleash the Daytona dirt dog, and he's hungry to eat all the time. Woo!
Slimebag. So that's how you make your money?
Yeah, I have multiple girlfriends that live throughout different nursing homes, but ever since this COVID, I haven't been able to get in through the front door, so I got to get in the back door in more ways than one. Now, I just basically snake into their room at night. They love me because I give them a nice foot massage. Then I rub their back. They usually have knots in their back. and then we bang, and they pay for my, rent and car. I drive a badass Jeep Cherokee 98. Thing is humming.
So, Slimebag, let me ask you, how many women do you think you've been with?
How come you're only asking me about women?
Oh, okay. How many women or men have you been with?
I've been with 2 dudes. It was a crazy party night. It was a foam party. We were whirling around in there. I thought it was a chick, but halfway through I realized it was my buddy Leonardo. And it wasn't too bad. He had soft hands, sweet lips. We ain't talked about it since. Him and another guy that I banged on a bet when I was in a Sandals Beach resort. He won the bet. He bet I wouldn't bang him. So I guess we both won.
Hey, man, to each his own. Go for it. How many women you been with?
I have a book that recounts all of my nights of scandalous pleasure, and I have counted each one of the women. I'm upwards of 2,000.
2,000 women you've slept with, Slimebag? That's crazy, man. How do you do it?
I am that good. And living in Daytona, you get a lot of scandalous women leaving their boyfriends from all around the world just to come to the most famous beach in the world and get banged by Slimebag in a $30 a night hotel that they end up paying for on their Target Visa because I'm usually out by the morning.
Wow. Slimebag. You really live up to your name, man. It's crazy how slimy you are.
Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. I live up to my name for sure, and I'm quite proud of that.
Have you ever banged anybody famous?
Well, actually, I have, Carlos. You may know her. Have you ever heard of Becky from Roseanne?
Yeah.
Well, remember the second Becky?
Yeah.
Well, I banged her cousin, Misty. It was after a country night at this club, and we were doing the watermelon crawl, so I just kind of slipped under the hat as we were doing the watermelon crawl, and we humped right there on the dance floor. I got sawdust all in my hair. It was gross and hot at the same time, and I'll never forget it. Misty, meet me in Daytona if you hear this.
I don't know if that's a celebrity, but I mean, I guess kind of close. Well, Slimebag, is there anything else you want to say to the audience?
Yeah, if you ever come to Daytona and you're looking for a good time and you want to party and get down, just head on down to the boardwalk, down by the sea. Joe's Crab Shack is in eye view. Now, you might see me banging under the boardwalk. It's my favorite place to bang. But if you see me walking about, just say, "Hey, Slimebag, let's party." And we'll get down. We'll do what we need to do. And if you don't want to bang or party, we can go hit up the Frisbee golf course and I can take you one to it.
Thanks, Slimebag. I might take you up on that. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you too, Carlos. Meet me in Daytona.
Well, nice talking to Slimebag, and we learned a little bit more about this wild man. I appreciate you guys checking out To the Top, where we talk to all different types of people, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, because today will be a great day. To the top, never stop.